The Dreamcatcher Gala, and we're here, Andrew and Carla, and we are actually joined right now by a man of many talents, a actor, a comedian, as well as a motivational speaker, none other than Tatanka Means. Tatanka, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. Good to be here.
Is this your first time actually at the Dreamcatcher Gala?
This is my first time, yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome, yeah.
It's going to be a really good night.
Breaking me in here.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting you settled in before you get into the big crowd over there.
You got to go through us first.
So we just wanted to ask, obviously, as I mentioned at the top, a man of many talents. Has there been one thing that you would say you've done in your career that has been the most personally rewarding to you?
Maybe talking at my daughter's school.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Because they're big critics, first graders and kindergartners.
Kids will tell you how it is. They have no shame whatsoever.
They do. No filter. No
filter.
Yeah. After that, I was like, I can do anything. Yeah.
So that was the biggest test to get through then.
Yeah.
So seeing some of your stand-up work as well, and obviously talking about the motivational speaking and the stand-up comedy as well, you incorporate a lot of your roots back into your jokes. Why is that important to you?
Because it's who I am and where I come from and how I was raised. Mm-hmm. I think it would be hard to not mention those things because it's just, who I am. It kind of seeps out of me, and it would be difficult to kind of separate that out of me. It wouldn't be who I am.
Right.
So, yeah.
And with the comedy aspect as well, do you remember the first, I guess, professional joke you ever said when you were doing stand-up?
Yeah, I did. It was in 2009. This is my 10th year doing comedy.
Oh, wow.
It's also my 10-year wedding anniversary, but more importantly, it's my 10-year comedy anniversary.
Congratulations. They're both big.
I like how he slipped the comedy one as the biggest one.
Yeah, the first time I performed, I think one of the jokes I did was about a native president, and how I knew it went good was that people started using it, other comedians.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, there it is.
Caught on.
Yeah.
So you make it a point of visiting your hometown still, and you do go to other reserves to do motivational speaking. Mm-hmm. Why is that so important to you to make a point of doing that?
It's just to reach out to the youth, and let them know, you can do it too. I grew up on the Navajo reservation all my life. I'm enrolled in Pine Ridge. I grew up boxing, and
cool.
I didn't get to play school sports because I was too shy. Mm-hmm. But that was one of my positive outlets, and I try to share that with young kids. Is find a positive outlet out there,
mm-hmm.
and stick to it, and you get better and better at it.
So because you say that you were a shy person, now you're on stage and you're telling jokes in front of people. So how did you make that transition from getting your confidence?
I don't know if I ever did. I mean, I feel a lot more free when I'm up there. But as soon as I get off the stage, I'm kind of recluse. Yeah.
Nice. So are there any causes or organizations from your hometown that you support and would like to speak about?
The Damon boxing team, one of the teams that I mentioned growing up, was one of my positive outlets. And they have a big tournament every year. I try to support the boxing team because they're not funded by the government, they're not funded by the state, they're not funded by our school. It's all donations from parents and things like that. So I try to reach out and help them raise money for their boxers who are not only champions locally and in the state or nationally, they're international.
Wow.
Yeah, and so they go from their tiny reservation town to traveling internationally, boxing, for big tournaments like the U.S. Olympics and things like that.
Right.
So for anyone listening who would want to support something like that and help it out, how would they do so?
Just give me your money and I'll make sure they get it.
Right.
There you go. Tatanka Means live at the Dreamcatcher Gala. It's your first time here, so go ahead, enjoy the night, and thank you again for sitting down with us.
Thank you guys so much.